welcome back. Today is Saturday, May 31st. I have your 4 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. It is day 40 of the NBA playoffs. It is game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals. We have a beautiful NBA matchup here today. Thank goodness we finally got another game in one of these series. It was looking like midweek we would only get no playoff games in either NHL or NBA, but the NBA is blessing us with a game 6 here today. Maybe potential game 7 on Monday. It is the Knicks going into Indiana, 220 over under. Pacers 3.5 point favorites. I think the line opened up at 4, now moved down to 3.5. This over under, I think it's leaning towards the under if I'm looking at it. I think it was at 220.5. Now it's at 220 overall. Pacers lead the series 3-2 the Knicks. You shouldn't have let them get one on the road at home. Now they're on the road here. This is like the NBA is going to call in Scott Foster. We need you in this matchup, and Scott Foster is going to show up into this game. This one's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting overall. I was listening to the Bill Simmons podcast, and he's like, do you think this is going to give shades of the 2000s playoffs with the Kings versus Lakers, where the NBA makes a call being like, hey, we can't have two mid-market teams be in the NBA Finals. We need the Knicks here, or are the Pacers just going to flat out just destroy the Knicks here on the road and finally kick them off and send them to 1-2-3 Cancun? If I'm going to guess, I'm going to probably go with the Pacers here at home. They were the better team. They looked like they called off the Dogs last game. Late in that game overall, they were letting a lot of their bench players play, and I think today they're going to come out swinging in a massive way. But I'm excited. This is why we got to play the games. I hope the Knicks win this one. We would love a Game 7. Be back here on Monday for you. I got 4 plays for you today. 3 normally, but feeling the 4 with the potential of it being the last one. You got to take a swing when you got it here today. Got 4 brand new plays here today. And before we jump into today's plays, we got to recap Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals. And yesterday in the NBA, ended up going 2-1 in best bets overall. Jalen Brunson, he had a monster game overall. I was nervous because he was the tail or fade on FanDuel, and he cashed both of those for you. If you tailed and you took the over on it, unless you faded me on both of them, hey, you'll look like a loser in both of those. Tyrese Haliburton, hand up, horrible play. Pacers didn't show up in Game 5 overall. Today they'll be showing up. And then Josh Hart, our sweet prince, will no longer be getting those under 18.5 point rebounds. Finally moved it up, but we got 17.5 for the last time, pretty much I would feel overall. But 2-1 day yesterday, brand new game here today, same matchup, brand new plays here for you today. And before we done, I don't know why I'm stuttering there. And let's just jump into it for my first play of the day. Going to be on the Knicks side of the ball here. Going to be doing Knicks, then 2 Pacers, and then the Knicks play for the final play of the day. Going to the Knicks side of the ball here for the first one. First play of this day. This guy has been very steady these last few playoff games. Last few in particular, I've been seeing a lot more plays ran for Karl-Anthony Towns. He looks like they're giving him the keys to the offense when Jalen Brunson's off. It's going to be a little worrisome. He can get some quick fouls right away, so he can get some quick idiot fouls right away. 1, 2, and then we'll be nervous. But I feel like Karl-Anthony Towns is going to step up big on the road here. He's been super consistent in this series, and he's been super consistent against the Pacers overall. So it's going to be Karl-Anthony Towns to go over 35.5 points, rebounds, assists, coming in -118. On FanDuel, 53% hit rate these playoffs, averaging 34.2 points, rebounds, assists. But why I love this so much, over 7 for his last 8 games against the Pacers, averaging 40.8 points, rebounds, assists. With the last 8 games, him having 36, 39, 57, 49, 27 in the only game that he had the under it with 27, 40, 39, and 40 in the last 3 games. So super consistent and steady number around that 40 PRAs, number 4, Karl-Anthony Towns. Over 4 for his last 5 overall, all against the Pacers, averaging 39 PRAs. I think that's a little more consistent in showing you what his average is overall at 39 PRAs. Last 2 road games versus Indiana last 2 road games in Indiana had 40 and 39 PRAs. We did take his over in one of those matchups. Overall, 63% hit rate on the road in these playoffs, so just as even better road player than he has been overall in the playoffs, 53%. Now with the 63 on the road, averaging 34.5 points, rebounds, assists overall. nearly 30% usage rate in the most recent game. Why I love that so much, we saw a lot of Karl-Anthony Towns just attacking Miles Turner. I think the Knicks have realized that the Pacers only have Miles Turner as a center. If they get rid of Miles Turner, they go to that run and gun offense off the bench. Nearly 30% usage rate in 3 of the last 5 games overall. He's been attacking Miles Turner on offense, which I love. Even if today they do the shrink the floor, Cat has been great at passing the ball overall. I think he's gotten 3 assists in 3 straight games. Overall, 67% hit rate when he has a 29% usage rate, averaging 35.7 PRAs. Like I said, 3 for the last 5 games having a 30% usage rate, and when he has 28% usage rate, 67% hit rate these playoffs overall. This line has been pretty steady around this number. It's been the low of lows at 33.5. I think that was in game 3 of the playoffs, and then it has highs of highs. I think it's been at 36.5. Today's opened up at 36.5, but I'll gladly take the 35.5. I would love to take 35.4, but I think 36 is the secret number here today for him, because I've projected at 38 PRAs in this matchup here today. He's been very consistent grabbing the rebounds. He's been great passing the ball. He's been great at attacking Miles Turner on offense. We've seen these last 2 games when they do the Jalen Brunson, you're gone for the whole quarter. They let Karl-Anthony Towns attack and create offense, and Cat has been very skilled, very smooth overall. I think we're going to have another big game from Karl-Anthony, so give me Karl-Anthony Towns, Bodega Cat to go over 35.5 points, rebounds, assists, coming to minus 118 on FanDuel. Jump into my second play on the other side of the ball. Going back to this guy here, I'm not taking PRAs or rebounds, assists in this matchup here. I'm going back to Tyrese Haliburton, just points. We went 1 for 1 last time we took Tyrese Haliburton, just points in this one. I feel today another big game from Tyrese Haliburton scoring-wise, so give me Tyrese Haliburton. Did not have a bad game in a back-to-back game, so give me Tyrese Haliburton to go over 20.5 points, coming in minus 125 on DraftKings. He's only gotten this over 2 for his last 5. Only a 40% hit rate these playoffs, averaging 18.7 points per game. But why I love this so much is against the Knicks. He's gotten over 4 for his last 7, averaging 22.2 points per game. With the last 7 games against the Knicks, he's had 35, 16, 31, 14, 20, 32, and 8. The most recent matchup here overall. 45% hit rate at home all season, averaging 19.8. So been very consistent at home, and at home against the Knicks this season, he scored 20 plus points in 3 for his last 4. Not the overs, but it's 20 plus points. Solid baseline in 3 of his last 4 games against the Knicks at home. Love the consistency overall. Only took 7 shots in the most recent game. 7 shots for Tyrese Haliburton, which is crazy. Each game this series, which I loved him coming into that matchup, he had 15 plus shots in every single game. And when Tyrese Haliburton takes 15 plus shots in a game, he gets the over 75% of the time, averaging 24.6 points per game. He knows he's going to watch the film after that last game. 7 shots in that game. He can't take 7 shots for them to even have a shot in winning this matchup here at home. He knows he needs to get to that 15 plus shot number here today. All series, this number has been from lows of 18.5 to 22.5 overall. I think this 20.5 is a beautiful spot here today. I have projected at 22 plus points in this matchup here. I think Tyrese Haliburton's going to take way more shots. 7 last game, finished with 8 points. Overall, I think today he's going to get back to that 15 plus shot marker, which he's been at all series, which he's been at in every single game in this series, but in that most recent matchup here. Overall, better home player than he has been on the road. I think Tyrese Haliburton's going to close it out in a massive way here today for the Pacers. So give me Tyrese Haliburton to go over 20.5 points, coming in minus 125 on DraftKings. Jump into my third play here. Kind of going back to like that OKC, Minnesota vibes, where I'm going with the player on the Pacers team with a lower point total. But these last few games, he's been a monster. He looks like he's not afraid of the moment. I love the shit talking we're getting from Bennedict Mathurin. Benedict, I think you have another great game. 3 straight great games in a row. I think we're due for another great game from Bennedict Mathurin. He's unafraid off the bench. We just need him to get playing time here in this game. He looked like he can guard Jalen Brunson in the last game, even with Naismith's knee not being well. And if the Pacers can't have a lot of people scoring offense, I know Bennedict Mathurin off the bench is a lightning rod. So give me Bennedict Mathurin to go over 9.5 points, coming in minus 120 on DraftKings. I'm not messing around with any other combos, sticking with points here. I have it projected at 12 plus points in this matchup here. He's gotten this over 2 for his last 5 games, with the last 2 games him scoring 20 plus points in back-to-back games, but he loves playing the Knicks. He's gotten over 5 for his last 8 games against the Knicks this season, averaging 12.3 points per game. With the last 8 games against the Knicks, he scored 20, 38, 18, 9, 0, 1, and then he's had 20 and 23 points in the last 2 games here. Overall, 77% hit rate at home this season. Better road player than he is at home. Overall, averaging 15.9 points per game. 57% hit rate at home in these playoffs, averaging 11 points per game overall. 64% hit rate when he plays 11 plus minutes in a game, and he's done that in 3 for his last 5 games. He's played 11 plus minutes in this game. Overall, he's not afraid of a moment. When he's on the court, he's averaging 0.7 points scored per minute, so he's taking plenty of shots when he's on the court. Like I said, I've projected at 12 plus points in this game here today. It's going to be a little scary. He could potentially not play as much as last game, played 20 plus minutes, maybe because that fourth quarter, it was a blowout. But what I love so much is he wasn't afraid of shooting the ball, and that's what the Pacers need. A lot of these Pacers players, as the series is getting closer, there's with a few more injuries, a ton of these players are afraid to shoot the ball. Where Bennedict, Mathurin, off the bench, he is not afraid to let it fly. Last game, 10 plus shots. He was the second most shots on the team, and he had 23 plus points. He is not afraid of the moment. He's shit talking. He's doing a nice blend of driving into the lane and shooting the 3 ball. Overall, he's been getting to the free throw line. He just needs to play 11 plus minutes, 64% hit rate. He's not afraid of the moment here overall. It's going to be a little scary. He comes off the bench. I mean, he could, Rick Carlisle here today could even loosen, even taking less players off the bench. But Benedict, Mathurin did a pretty good job covering Jalen Brunson. Naismith's knee not looking the best. The defense is great, but the knee has not looked that great overall. If they need someone to be a spark plug off the bench in this matchup, he's that guy. So give me Benedict, Mathurin to go over 9.5 points, coming to -120. On DraftKings, to jump into my 4th and final play of the day. Going back to the Knicks side of the ball here. This guy has been a straight up G. The gangster life is the life for him these last few games overall. Great road player all season. Very consistent number. So this number is at 15.5. Took it last time he was on the road in Indiana. He looked pretty good overall last game, but just didn't make a lot of shots last time. And that's OG Anunoby. I think OG Anunoby has a great shooting game here overall. So give me OG Anunoby to go over 15.5 points, come to -130. On FanDuel, 65% hit rate in these playoffs, averaging 15.9 points per game. Over in the last 7 games against the Pacers, he's gotten the over 4 for his last 5. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 for his last 7 against the Pacers. I'm sorry about that. Scoring 14, 25, 16, 16, 16, 22, and 11 points overall. So 4 for his last 5 in the most recent games overall. Last game, 11 points, but he had a ton of great volume. Shot 3 for 14 from the field and finished with 11 plus points in the game. You're telling me OG Anunoby taking 14 plus shots? I love that volume, and he still finished with 11 plus points. Even if he makes a few more shots on the court to go 5 for 14, he easily cashes the over in this matchup here. Has taken plenty of threes. He's taken 14 threes in these last 2 games, and he's only made 2 of them. I think today is that positive regression back towards his way. I think he bangs at least 2 threes in this matchup here today. This line all series has been at 15.5, maybe 16.5, depending on when you're looking, but this number has been super steady here overall. I have him projected at 18 plus points here in this game. He plays the second most minutes on this team, so he's on the court all the time. 63% hit rate on the road in these playoffs, averaging 16.3 points per game. Like I said, game 5, shot 3 for 14 from the field and still finished with 11 points. I love the volume that we got from OG. He missed a few bunnies at the rim and still finished with 11 plus points. I think today he splashes at least 2 more threes for us in this matchup. So give me OG Anunoby to go over 15.5 points, coming to -130 on FanDuel. And those are my 4 best bets for you in the NBA today. Let me know down below, who do you have winning this Game 6 here today? Are you on the Pacers side of the ball, no Game 7, or are you rooting for a Game 7 here overall. I think the Pacers will win, but I am rooting for a Game 7. A Game 7 would be awesome. So I can be back here on Monday talking NBA Game 7 matchups with you guys overall. Let me know down below, what's your favorite player prop play of today's slate? And I might do for an 0 for 4 day here today, or you tailing a few of these in the comments section down below. Would love to hear you guys down below. I truly appreciate the support this page has been getting here overall. Hopefully we get a nice 4-0 sweep here to kick off our weekend here overall. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.